The Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Fragments are finally dropping. Here's everything you need to know if you want to grab a pair of these for retail, and just heads up, we may have multiple drop dates, so this can get a little confusing. Before we get started, if you would, take a second, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers, and it helps a lot. Now here's the order that this shoe will actually drop in. First up, we're gonna have the Travis Scott website. Next up, we're gonna have Tier 0 stores open their raffles, then we'll have Nike sneakers. We'll talk about the actual drop date later in this video. Now let's break down the Travis Scott website for anyone that may be new, because I know a lot of you guys are confused by it. So this is the home screen, travisscott.com. If you scroll down, you can see all of his tour dates. You can see he's gonna be in Tokyo, Japan on November 8th. That's gonna be important. I'm gonna explain why here in a second. But at the top right hand of the corner of this website, you will see a shop page. When you click on it, it takes you over to where the shoe will actually show up on his website. So you can see all of his merch, all of his singles, whatever he may be selling at the time. Expect new merch to drop, you can buy right here. Just a heads up, when you buy the merch, it does not increase your chances of actually buying the shoe itself. So when the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low goes live, you're gonna see a form that looks exactly like this. It's gonna ask for your email, phone number, first name, last name, address, your city, state, zip code, and size. And as you can see, it's protected by Cloudflare. That is very important. Why? Because that's how they filter you out. If you're gonna be entering multiple entries on Travis Scott's website, you're gonna be keeping your information unique. Make sure you set this up correctly, because if not, they will filter you out and you will have a 0% chance of actually copping the shoe. If you need help with this process of actually making your entries unique, I have a link down below for you guys so you can check it out and make sure you do it correctly. Now, a lot of people want to know, well, when does this go live on his website? Well, that is the point of Travis Scott's team. They are meant to actually build up the hype. They never give an exact drop time. This can happen at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get the point. It can happen at any point during the day. That's why I camp out for these. So if you haven't already, follow me and turn post notifications on. Or if you don't have time to waste all day, I also send you guys an SMS text and a direct link. If you ever want me to SMS text you, I have a link for my SMS form down below for you. Now, when you actually do win, you'll end up getting an SMS text message and an email. And both of these will tell you that the supplies will not last that long. In the text, it told me we have about 30 minutes to check out. In the emails, they don't actually say that, but yes, these email invoices can actually sell out. They will never ask for your information until you get an invoice. So if you're on a website that's asking for your credit card or anything, as soon as you enter up, do not enter it. You only enter your credit card information once you get this invoice. Like I said, once you get it, check out instantly, because we've had people get invoices or they went to their spam folder, they didn't see it, and they weren't able to check them out because they actually sold out from his website. Once again, the email looks like check out now, Air Jordan 1 Low OG Travis Scott Velvet Brown. This is just an example. The Travis Scott, this is for the actual Air Maxes. This is what they will look like. You just click on the links, you go, you're good to go. Sometimes it's hard to see where, but if you just click check out now, that's actually a hyperlink on the email. Now let's talk about Travis Scott's actual release date. Now they're not going to come out and actually tell us, but as you can see all over their social media pages, they have been teasing Tokyo, and that has been a thing. They posted in their Discord, they posted on social medias, as you can see right here. And if you go over to the website, like I mentioned earlier, November 8th, he is going to be in Tokyo, Japan. November 8th is actually a Saturday. Saturdays are big drop days for Nike themselves, so this would actually be lining up. Keep in mind, this drop date is not confirmed, and if the actual sneakers release date is going to be on November 8th, expect Travis Scott's release to be at an earlier time, because like I said, Travis drops prior to sneakers. So that's why I said this can get a little confusing, and that's why I'm going to be sending out direct links and covering it right here. So if you haven't already, follow Cactus Jack on their social media pages and follow Travis Scott, because leading up to the drop itself, he will start to tease the shoe. That's what he always does. Now, after the Travis Scott website actually does go live, that's when your Tier 0 stores start to open up their raffles. You're going to need one account. It's called EQL. Most of these stores are requiring you to have this account to even enter their raffles. Now, two examples of a Tier 0 store will be Kckd and Undefeated. Now, Kckd actually doesn't need EQL. They have their own app, so you have to go make an account to actually enter. And just heads up, I've actually hit on a Kckd raffle for the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Lows, so don't think no one actually hits these. Now, I expect a decent amount of Tier 0 stores to go live, just like every single time. So when they do open up, you have to enter them right away. With Travis Scott shoes, these raffles don't stay open as long as they normally do. That's why it is utilized the live raffle locator. What it does is it pulls every single raffle, puts it in one exact spot. I enter up, I forget about it, I just move on, and if I hit, I hit. Good thing about EQL is they automatically charge you. The same with Kckd. Now, one more retailer that we may see these at, but it's only going to be at one store, would be Foot Locker. This would go down to 620 South Broadway Street out in Los Angeles, California. Now, if you never entered on the Foot Locker app, you can actually change your zip code if you can make the drive there. But keep in mind, they will not be shipping to your house, and if you don't know how to change the zip code, all you have to do is go to the actual Raffle entry, type in the zip code 90014, which is obviously for the Foot Locker branch that it's going to be at, and you can actually go pick these up. Go make that road trip if you're close. If you're not close, don't enter at all because you're just wasting an entry. Now, I highly doubt that they actually get these, but you never know, and just be watching. And if this raffle does load up, like I said, just like the rest of these releases and drop times, I will be keeping you guys up to date because I don't want you guys to miss out, and I want you to enter every spot possible. Now, let's talk about Nike sneakers. Like I said, he's on tour on Saturday, November 8th. Saturday is a very, very big drop date for Nike sneakers, but the only problem is they actually have the Taxi 12s loaded. I'm not sure if they're going to drop Taxi 12s, which is an amazing shoe, alongside of Travis Scott's. But if they do, there could be multiple ways they drop this. First up would be a normal release. For the normal release, we would either see a Leo or Dandrel. 99% positive, if they do a normal release, it's going to be a Dandrel. That means you have 10 minutes to actually enter. Next up, we could see a Nike sneakers shock drop. We just saw a true shock drop with the Grateful Dead Air Maxes, and that was an awesome release. There was a lot of W's. I sent out an SMS text. I sent direct links so you guys actually hit it. That could be an option that they use for this because it actually worked. And then finally, we have the option of a sneakers link method. This is a brand new method they brought to their app this year, and it works very well as long as they set it up correctly. We first saw this on the SB Navy 4s, and it was an absolute cookout. What happens is they get a link that's posted to social media. You click the link, it takes you to a sneaker scratcher like I'm showing you on the screen right now. Once you're through the sneaker scratcher, you can actually check out the shoe. What this does is it eliminates all bots. I know a lot of people blame bots for taking L's, so the sneakers link will do this. The hardest part is actually knowing where the direct links gets posted. That's why I send them out so you guys don't miss them. This is great, especially like I said, for anyone that's going to be a mobile user. You will have to be on mobile to do this because you have to scratch your screen. You can't do it on desktop, so just a heads up there. And the good thing about sneakers link method, we always have an early guide so we know exactly what to do and we can walk you through it. So if you ever need help with those, you just let me know, I got you covered. And finally, let's talk about the aftermarket because I know I've seen a lot of people saying they're buying them early. I highly recommend you don't buy early. I don't trust any of the early pairs on the market right now. And second, I would not be paying this crazy price tag. This is an early market. As we get closer, this price will come down. Some people don't understand why prices come down as the drop actually happens. It's because supply and demand. Early markets aren't real markets. This is not good data to go off of, okay? So wait till the drop happens. Don't give up before the drop actually goes down. You're gonna waste yourself some money and actually try. I feel like if you were just, already set on buying early, you're gonna give up. Don't have the loser mentality. Go into it, go confident. That's what I'm doing. That's what I always do. That's what I try to tell everyone to do, and you can save yourself some money. You're gonna try harder, and as you can see, these prices are insane. $3,500, $3,000, $3,000, $2,200. It's just absolutely nuts. It's not gonna be worth that much money. Obviously, the shoe's gonna be worth a lot because they're hard to grab, but it's not gonna end up being worth $3,000 right out the gate. Over time, maybe, but not right at drop time. Now, I do want to warn you this. Over the next couple of days, expect a bunch of dates to be flying all over social media. It's going to get confusing, but like I said, I'm going to keep you guys up to date. If you haven't followed me here, all right, go ahead and do so. Turn post notifications on. I won't let you miss. I would 100% be watching that November 8th drop date considering he's on tour, but like I said, this date can always change. This will be one of the biggest drops of 2025, so make sure you know exactly what's going on. Now's your time to lock in. November, December is massive, and let's make sure that we start this off with a bang because these are dropping here pretty soon. If you're someone that needs that extra one-on-one support, full early guides, SMS text so you don't have to camp out for the actual raffle itself on Travis Scott's website, I have some links for Kckd down below. We'd love to have you on the team. As always, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so much, and I love you all. That's it for me. Peace out. If you have any questions, please let me know.